Welcome to this video. In this video I would like to show you how you can compare your ABAP code from different states, different versions. And of course you can also compare your ABAP code, the different states, the versions in the development system, in the quality system and in the productive system. There are a lot of quite useful tools I would like to show and explain to you. And some ABAP programs, I see that the ABAP code is commented out to see the different versions, and I think this is not needed. You should avoid this, and therefore I would like to show how you can compare your ABAP code efficiently. And so enjoy this video and let's get started. So here in this demo case I would like to compare basically different versions or different changes between two ABAP programs. And therefore within here I am in the object navigator in the SE80 and have opened up this report set test underscore demo. Basically it's doing nothing right now, just two comments. And one way to compare your ABAP code is to use a compare plugin within the free editor Notepad++. And to do this, basically here I'm using Control-A, Control-C to copy this program, and then I go into the Notepad++. I open up a new tab, just use Control-N, and then I'm using Control-V to paste this code basically in. Then I'm using Control-N to open up a new tab. And then within here, basically, you're doing exactly the same to your different source code, maybe in the quality system, in the productive system, or a different report, different section in the report that you would like to compare with your first one. And then paste this in within here once again. And here I'm basically implementing one change. Could also be multiple lines. Just for demo purposes I'm doing this. So here once again we have two tabs open, two ABAP code sections within here. And then I'm go into plugins and then compare, and here you have multiple options basically to compare, and just click on compare. So you could also use the key combination Control Alt and C to go into this compare view. And here basically you can exactly see what kind of changes are there. So highlighted, and here you have also an icon, what are the changes, and here you see the compare navigation bar. If you, for example, your file or your ABAP code is a little bit longer, you have more lines, then you can also go quite easily to the changes that are highlighted also in the navigation bar within here. And here you can analyze it, see really quickly what are the differences if you would like to do it out of SAP itself. And basically if you would like to use this within Notepad++, you can just go on to plugins, go to plugins admin, and then here under the available tab you just can also search for compare and then hit the enter key. Okay, here it's right now not listed because I have installed it already, but here it should be listed on this plugin available plugin list. You can just select it and then click on install if you want to. And here, because it is already installed, then I can see also here my installed compare plugin. You have more options available on compare as shown within here, but that is really easy. If you would like to get back, then you can also go to clear all compares, and then you have this view once again. Within SAP you have also a built-in compare tool, and that is basically the so-called ABAP split screen editor. And to use the split screen editor you have to open up the transaction code SE39, and then the ABAP split screen editor will open up, and here basically you can compare different sources also within different systems if you want to. Right now here we compare two different ABAP sources within the same SAP server. But if you would like to compare also those sources in different systems, then you have to click on this button, compare different systems. And then within here, you can also enter a RFC destination if you want to. And to do this, basically, it's quite simple. First of all, you have to select your ABAP repository object if you would like to compare a program, a function, a class, interface, type group, whatever. And then basically you have to enter the ABAP repository object name. And here, therefore, I have created two objects, setTestDemo and setTestDemo2. And here on the right hand side, you have three options. You have the option default, active, and inactive. First of all, if you select active, then the active version will be used and will be compared. If for example, there is an inactive version, it will be skipped. Just the last available active version will be used. If you select inactive, then the inactive version will be used. If you select default, then if there is one inactive version, the inactive version will be used. If there is an active version and no inactive version, then the active version will be used. So basically just use it on the default to compare the current version of the program. And then basically within here you can click on the display button to open up the compare and to open up basically the ABAP split screen editor. And basically to compare it, it's kind of like easy. You have to click on the button comparison on, also executable with the key combination control and F4. And then within here, you see the changes. So here with this red crossed equal sign, then you will see that here you have a change, then on this line you have a change, and on this line. And then it's also easy that you can see the changes. And if you, for example, would like to make changes within the ABAP split screen editor, that is also possible. So just move to the change mode. And then, for example, let's change it back to this. Go to the Control F3 to the active version. And then you can see immediately that this change is gone. And basically, yeah, you can use the split screen editor for comparison, but as you can see right now, you can also use the split screen editor to work with two sources at the same time, and you don't have to jump between those sources. Here right now I am in the ABAP Editor, so in the well-known transaction code SE38. And within here, for example, if we go into the display mode, you have also a comparison mode that is really useful. For example, if you're working with different versions, with different transports, and you would like to compare those versions. And to call it, it's quite like easy. You have to go to utilities and then to versions, and then you open up the version management. And within here, you basically see all the different versions, because here I am working with the local objects. There are no different requests, of course. I have created a different version to show you what the comparison also look like. But if you have released a request, a transport into the quality system, then for every request, the version will be listed here, and you can see kind of like the versions, and you can select those different versions. And once again, you can click on compare, also executable with the F8 key, and then within here you can see what kind of changes I have made. So in here basically you can see the content that is unchanged. So at the beginning and at the end I have done nothing, but here in the middle there you can see that within this ABAP repository object, within this program, I have changed basically the comment from the German sentence or the German phrase to the English one, and here it's highlighted in this theme to a blue, and it's also a next or a nice comparison tool. You can also click on next difference to see the next difference, but there are no next differences. I have just done this change, and with the back button you can go back. By the way, if you, for example, see, okay, in a previous version or in a current version there's an error, and in the previous version there's no error, and you would like to go back, then you can also, because here you can see the active version and the last version, then you can also go back. If you click on the retrieve button, then you will go back. This also useful if you just would like to throw away the current version and you would like to go to the previous version. And what is also kind of like useful, you can also do a remote comparison, and to do this you have to click or select the version you would like to compare remotely and click on remote comparison. And here either you have to select a target or an RFC destination, and then you can also do a remote comparison in a different system, what you like to. And within Eclipse you have also the ability to compare your current version with some previous version. And to do this, you have to open up in the tree structure your ABAP repository object, for example this program, and then you right click and then you choose compare with and then reversion history. By the way, you have also the ability to compare your program with a program on other projects. Here, for example, I have also the A4H SAP server, the ABAP Platform Trial 1909, logged in with the SAP user. But here you can choose reversion history. And here we can see that I have one active version. This is the active version, and we have one different version I have created for this demo. Once again, if we have released your ABAP repository object to a transport, then those versions will be listed here as well, and the transport request will be shown here. And to do this, basically, here we have the active version. If you double click on one and there are no differences, then you will see the selected versions do not differ. So there are no comparison is needed basically. Basically, if you right click, then you can also choose compare with latest or compare with previous reversion if you like to. But I would like to compare it with the reversion 1. So I double click on this line, and then you will go into this comparison view, and here you will see the basically the changes. So here you can see highlighted that within this line there are some differences, and those those words are blocked and compared with the previous version, and I have changed it from the sentence set up Eclipse in ABAP Platform Trial ABAP Platform 1909 trial to please subscribe this YouTube channel. Thank you. And this is also a way how you can compare your active version with some previous versions. And by the way, please subscribe this YouTube channel. Do not miss great upcoming videos. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions left, please put them in the comment section. Please like this video and please subscribe to not miss great upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.